An extra $100,000 a year. Yo, fam, I got a question for you, and I'm gonna ask you straight up front. What if I, yes me, could teach you how you can make an extra $1,000 a day?
What if I, yes me, could teach you how you can make an extra $1,000 a day? Can make an extra $1,000 a day.
They got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me on no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you at 4K?
That ain't me.
Or you know what, let's be real. $1,000 a month. An extra $1,000 a month. What about an extra $5,000 a month? You know, let's go for it. An extra $10,000 a month. If I could teach you that, would you give me 90 minutes of your time?
Who believes that? Because if you believe that, I need to go and get my psychological assessment kit. If you believe that, I need to go and get my psychological assessment kit, and you need an intelligence test right now.
1,000 subscribers on this particular channel, and we're continuing to grow because we're applying 5 keys. That's very important. And just last month alone, you can see we made $36,680. Okay, that's $1,183 a day, and we are already on track to do almost another 15 grand of that this month. So we'll probably do about $1,300 a day this month. This is just from one particular channel. Now you're saying, well, Anthony, how in the world do I get involved with this? How in the world
That's a good question.
Do
Great
I,
question.
make an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $5,000 a month? Well,
Great
listen,
question.
if you really want to learn how you can do this, I want you to join me and my team on September 22nd, because we're going to be going through the 5 keys on how to build and monetize your personal 6-figure brand. That's right. I'm going to give you the 5 keys that has taken me from the back of my car to amazing opportunities into a 6-figure a month company off of a personal brand. But today, right now, I want to show you, here's the foundation. Here's exactly just the bare minimum, the foundation of what you need so you can make an extra $1,000 a day if you really want to go for it, but bare minimum, an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month. Over the last 7 months, man, my team and I have had the opportunity to really travel around and really study personal brands. When I say personal brands, I'm not talking about companies like Walmart, McDonald's, Google, Apple. I'm talking about people like you and I who are personal people, but they've built a successful brand all of themselves.
We got ya, we got you, bud.
And they're
okay, I gotta stop here real quick to break something down. I want to make sure people understand what I'm talking about. When it comes to YouTube, every channel is not paid the same. You're aware of this, Azeez, right? Every channel is not paid the same. What do I mean? One view for me and one view for Azeez actually gets paid differently. You're paid based on a certain formula, based on the type of content that you make. Now, would you be surprised if I told you that finance-related channels make good money?
Pretty good, very good.
Finance-related channels make good money because of the subject matter that we talk about, right? There are advertisers who want to show their ads to you. People who are interested in finance probably have some money. And there are banks, there's insurance companies, there's an endless supply of different type of companies that want to show you guys ads. If you're watching this video right now, you probably had to sit through at least 5 to 8 seconds of some fake guru trying to sell you an ad. Why? Because they know you like finance because you're watching Pocket Watching with JT. The things that these gurus are not telling you guys, getting your minds all souped up thinking that you're gonna make $10,000 extra a month. And it's like, that's not how it works. One, even if you are lucky enough and talented enough to build a channel where you're getting hundreds of thousands or even maybe 1 million views a month, not necessarily that you're making that money. It's just that's not how this stuff works. It just isn't. Now, when you were watching his 2-hour video,
Yeah.
and this is the point that I know you wanted to make. When you were watching his seminar that was over 2 hours about how you, the audience, if you buy his course, things that you could do to build a brand the way he built the brand where he's making this type of money. What were the elements of the different things that he was teaching or he would be teaching in the course to help you build a brand like he built a brand? Like, what are some of the things that he talked about?
Basically talked about how the algorithm works, how to title your videos, how to make the thumbnails, basically things that you probably, if you just use a YouTube search how to make money on YouTube, you probably find out on YouTube already, right? And see, the point that I made was that if he really wanted to like have people make this a full-time income, or actually like have more influence or help accelerate the process by which they can make money full-time, he would bring them on his channel, interview them. That would be a part of like the course that would help them as well make YouTube a full-time income. But nowhere did he mention anything about him personally either appearing on your channel or you coming on his channel. That would help recreate the thing that Dave Ramsey did for him. But that was nowhere near a part of the discussion.
But when we take a look at Anthony Oneal, and I said this before, extremely talented, extremely hardworking, great communicator. Everyone is not good at communicating. Everyone does not have a star presence. He's a star among average people of the world, and everyone. Nothing's wrong with being average. He stands out based on the skill set that he has, right? And he has built a huge brand. Can't take anything away from him. But to leave out the fact that he was a Dave Ramsey personality, to me feels a little disingenuous. Because for those of you who are unaware, and I don't know how you can be unaware, the Dave Ramsey brand is huge. Huge. One of the probably biggest contributing factors as to why Anthony Oneal was and is a best-selling author is Dave Ramsey Publishing. Almost any personality on the Dave Ramsey brand, when they publish a book, they become an all-time bestseller because he's got that brand, he has that audience, he has the ability to get the people who are selling that book. You're going to get on some of the daytime talk shows. You're going to get on network television. You're going to have an opportunity to make that book known to an audience that the average person who's self-publishing a book on Amazon, they're not going to have. And if you leave out that factor of saying, I was a Dave Ramsey personality, and that is what helped accelerate. It's not like he didn't work hard. I don't want people to think, well, JT, just becoming a Dave Ramsey personality doesn't guarantee success. Absolutely not. It doesn't guarantee anything. The point that I'm making is to not have that part in your formula of how you became successful and how other people can become successful based on how your course is going. They're probably not going to get the same results because there's a huge piece of the puzzle missing. They did not join on to a multi-million-dollar brand with millions and millions of followers, subscribers, people who listen to them on radio, people who listen to them on YouTube, people who buy the books. You're talking about a multi-million-dollar operation that you can't leave that part out when you talk about how you became successful and how you can teach others to be successful. Am I missing something here?
The only thing I would add to that is that if you look on Dave Ramsey's channel with any videos featuring Anthony Oneal, to this day, if you look in the description, the videos still link to Anthony Oneal's channel. So
it's a huge pipeline, right? It's a huge pipeline, and there's nothing against that. I'm not saying like, oh, it's like cheating. No, it's not cheating. I say all the time, when I got to my push in YouTube, it was from one interview. One interview is really what made my YouTube channel start to grow. I had a little over 1,000 subscribers on my channel the day I was interviewed by O'Shea Duke Jackson. Later that night, I had 4,000. Like that. I went from 1,000 to 4,000. Like that. From one interview from a bigger YouTuber. So doing collaborations and doing joint ventures and partnering up with more and bigger, well-established people within your industry is absolutely the right thing to do for your brand in most situations. The only point that I'm saying is if you don't mention that fact, it's disingenuous. You should also say at all times, if you can partner and do a co-branding with a much bigger and more established entity than yourself, that is going to super accelerate your ability to be successful within your industry. All the hard work in the world, that's good. But if you aren't networking and you're not in with a particular group, you may not have the same opportunities as someone less talented than you if you don't hit that certain thing, right? That's the point that we're trying to make.
hit you like bad thing. Looking like good girl, told me you different, baby, no acting. Haven't you heard of karma? Haven't you heard that all bad thing? Looking like centerfold, told me you different, baby, no acting. Haven't you heard of karma?
No jokes, I'm coming through for you. Been a while since I first knew you perfect, no need to change. Only thing that I wish is there was two. I'll give you something to believe. Girls looking ask how I got one of these. I'm just a guy with my wants and my needs. Girl like you turn a man to police. That's cuffing, never leaving.